Okay, let's start now with the parts of a plant. First of all, I would, I, I would like to remember that there are different types of plants. Plants can be with no conducting vessels or with conducting vessels. These are the most complex, right? Okay, in this group, two types, no flowers and flowers, right? So, what we are going to do right now, we are going to study the part of flowering plants, which are the spermatophytes. Got it? So, this part of the unit, we are going to study the part of spermatophytes. If you remember the last lesson, I told you that the parts of spermatophytes were roots, then stems, leaves, and flowers. So this is what we are going to do right now. Today we are going to study roots. Tomorrow we'll study stem, and for the following week we'll study these two last parts of the spermatophytes. So, got it? Let's start now studying the roots of the spermatophytes. Let's start. So, the organs of spermatophytes can be vegetative or reproductive. What does this mean? The vegetative are the parts of the plant that are used for the surviving of the plant. So they need root for absorbing water and mineral salts. They need stem for transporting substances through different areas or from one areas to other ones, and leaves for performing photosynthesis. So these three areas are primordial for the surviving of the species. But we have another part, which is the reproductive one. The reproductive are flowers, and a plant could survive without flowers, but they can't reproduce, in this case, without flowers in the main cases, right? Not all of them. So, but normally they use flowers just for reproduction. Okay? So now let's move to the function of the roots. Root. Which is the function of the root? The roots are generally underground, generally. And the function is anchoring the plant. Anchoring means to attach the plant to the ground, right? And another important function is absorbing water and mineral salt, right? Here you have that normally they not have any chlorophyll in the cells of root. That's why roots are not green, because they have no chlorophyll. And that means that roots are not able to perform photosynthesis, even though this is a part of a plant, because they have no chlorophyll, they have no direct contact with the sun, so makes no sense have chlorophyll for performing photosynthesis. So remember, the roots can't perform photosynthesis because they have no chlorophyll. Got it? But what are they going to do? They are going to absorb mineral salts and water. This combination of mineral salts and water is called crude sap. Crude sap. This is an important word for your vocabulary list. Crude sap. Crude sap is going to be the mix of the mineral salts and water. So they are going to take this through roots, and this sap is going to move towards leaves. The second function of the root is anchoring the plant to the ground. So the root gives the stability and allows the plant to grow. And there is another function, another important one, which is storing substances in reserve. Some plants, for example, carrots, when you eat a carrot, you are eating the root, but you have something to eat because carrots store lots of substances in the root. So another function of root is storing substances. Okay, here you have the anatomy of the root. So this is the root, and you have here, this is the collar. The collar is the union between the root and the stem. So this area is called the collar. Normally we have a main root and also secondary roots where you are not going to find any hair absorbing hairs. As you can see here, these roots are just for anchoring the plant to the ground, for anything else. Then you are going to see that when the root becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, here they have hairs. These hairs are called absorbent hairs, and the function is absorbing water and mineral salts. Here you have the growth area. The root is going to grow towards the ground. So this area is the one that they use for growing. So this area is really, really, really weak. That's the reason why they need something for protecting, which is the root cap. You have to do this exercise. Exercise 3. In this slide, you have everything that we have talked before. So roots have a branching structure. That means that you have the main root and branches out, becoming smaller and smaller. So there is the main root, which is this, and secondary roots, the ones that live directly from the main one. And at the end, in the smaller branches, you have the hairs, the absorbent hairs that allow them to get water and mineral salts from the ground. There is a growth area, which is at the end. So this is the area that plant is going to use for growing, right? And this area is protected by a root cap. The part that connects the stem with the root is called the root collar. So it could be this area. Root types. Not all roots have the same shape, okay? So we are going to study 3 different types of roots. 3. Prop, fibrous, and tubercular. The prop ones, they have the main root and secondary roots. Fibrous, there is no real main root, are more or less all the same, right? And tubercular, the ones that could store lots of substances inside, right? So this is the main root, and directly they have the hairs. Okay, this is exercise 4. I did it for you, but I want you to have it in your notebook. Remember, listen the lesson, make the summaries, and answer questions 3 and 4. You can send a picture of all these things by email. Thank you.